Alright, welcome back to another edition of Drafting Avacyn Restored. So let's dive into this pack. The rare is basically lifelink. Not something I want to get into. Blood Artist is rather good. Defy Death, definitely not a first pick. Gang of Devils, neither one. So we're looking at Blood Artist, Pillar of Flame. Here, nothing else is very exciting at all. It's kind of rather a weak pack. I think I will take. I mean, black's okay if you can be one of the only black drafter at the table, or oh, all right, I guess I'm playing black. Accidentally clicked on that. But yeah, I was going to say that black's good if you're the only black drafter at the table. I've been trying to figure out ways to play black with other colors. I think blue might work well. You know, if you get the homicidal seclusion or you get the demon making enchantment, and you play the blue bounce, I think you can make that work. But yeah, I was leaning Blood Artist. I guess I took it anyway. But the Pillar of Flame has a lot of merit. It keeps you, Pillar of Flame's a real splashable card. Keeps you open. But it looks like we're playing black on a misclick, so hang on. Okay, I think my moto is bugged out because now instead of having a Blood Artist, I have a Defang. So we're going to try to regroup and select the card that we want to pick. Here it's Wolffury Avenger by a mile. That's weird. This is not the first time Moto's done this to me. But anyway, yeah, I was having some weird issues trying to trade, so I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's going to be Wolffury Avenger here. There's nothing else that even compares to it. Drake's okay. Timberline Guide's probably the next best card. But we're going to take the Avenger. Okay, hope that stays there. Okay, it did. So here we can take a Gold Knight Redeemer, which I'm inclined to do, over a Moorland Inquisitor and over a Timberland Guide. You could make the debate to not take a 6-drop, but this one's pretty good. A 6-mana 4/4 flyer that you gain life is pretty. You want this guy to be the top of your curve. You don't want to have him as your only creature. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to take Gold Knight Redeemer here. Dual casting is not really a card that I would play. Would have been sweet in Innistrad. But here we're going to take Gold Knight Redeemer. Passing some more white cards, but I could take a Timberland Guide here. It could be a case for that, just to stay the green. Not passing any green. Had they let me keep my Artist, I would have probably taken the Bloodflow Connoisseur here. But we're going to take Gold Knight Redeemer. Ship the rest of it. Alright, Dual Repository. This is pretty good if you're going to play multiple colors, but not a big fan of it. So here in white and green, we're looking at Cathedral Sanctifier, Geist Trapper, or Voice of Provinces. I don't really want another 6-drop. The best card in the pack is probably the Kruin Striker, which I could take, but I really want to play this Avenger. So I think I'm inclined to take the Geist Trapper. These guys can wheel, as can this. I'm going to take the Geist Trapper here. He's quite a beating. The Soul Bond is pretty relevant with him, so we'll take him. Alright, I can take an Eaten by Spiders here. For white, I have a Cloud Shift, which is probably the pick here. The best card's the Stone Right. Eaten by Spiders. I think I'd rather have a Cloud Shift, to flash in some of this nonsense. You can rearrange your Soul Bond. You can, enter the battlefield effects. You can re-trigger. Also, you can, protect yourself against removal. For us, it's really only Eaten by Spiders. The Cloud will play this, and this is a good card, so we're going to take the white. Okay, so here we get a shot at a Bladed Bracers, a Lumberknot, or a Sanctifier. I want to take the Bracers here. There's a lot of humans and angels, and angels in white, a lot of humans in the green, and mostly in the white, but some in the green. So I'm going to take the Bracers. I think it's a good card. I would probably take a 2-drop Bear over that, but not the Sanctifier, not the Lumberknot. So we'll take the Bracers. Alright, so here we get a shot at another Cloud Shift or a Nettle Swan. We're going to take the Swan. I would run 2 Cloud Shifts, but if I get a relevant beater at 4, a 4-drop, I'm going to take that. So we take the Nettle Swine. So here we can look at Abundant Growth. It looks like I should have been the red. I guess I can't take an Abundant Growth over a Ringleader, or still seeing white come, but it is pretty early. So here's the debate, right? Do you stay your focus, or do you try to branch out? This is not, it's an okay card, but it's not as good as this. This helps you splash, which I'm inclined to do. This is pack 1. Green's the best color to splash off of. I think I'll take that and just keep shipping the red. I mean, you could have made a case there to try to take the best card, which certainly would have been the ringleader. But here, we'll take a Sheltering Word over the Exquisite Blood. Yep, Sheltering Word. One of those is okay. Okay, here we can take a Ghoul, this, or this. We'll take the equipment, I guess. I don't want to cut a Demolish. Yeah, I think I just cut the creature here. Let all this other stuff pass. So here we're going to take the Vigilante just to keep away. So I can make a guy fly. Maybe it's a Leap of Faith here. I would like to cut him against the red player, but I'll take Leap of Faith. Okay, so we get a Commander's Authority or a Lair Delve. I put all creature land cards rolled this way. Not something I really want to run, but alright. Yeah, we'll take the Grizzlebrand. Definitely not run that. Okay, so pack 1 went weird. Our first pick was switched. We took a Bloodflow Artist, and then Moto gave us a Defang after much debate. So we're not sold on white until now. We're definitely going to take Herald of War over Blessings of Nature, even though this card is a bomb as well, but this card just gets insane. So this pack is awesome, actually, because we have the Druid's Familiar. You even got a Wandering Wolf, which we would love to will. We're going to take Herald of War, though. This card's just a bomb beating. Blessings of Nature is 2, without a doubt, but I think I'd rather have a Herald of War. I mean, because if I pass this, so this is the thing about this. If I pass this, I'm setting the guy to my right in white, or I'm setting him in green. So if I pass to the right, yeah, I mean, there's debate about how you pass, right? Would I want to pass 3 good green cards or a white card and 2 green cards? I think this card's just better, though. Makes all your humans and angels cheaper, like this guy. This card's a bomb, though. I'm going to take the rare, Herald of War. I'm probably going to will something here, so we'll see. Okay, and here we get some more for the red deck. So Inquisitor or Peddler. Not playing Cruelty, not playing Wrath. I could make a case for the Armaments. I think it's pretty slow, though. Maybe I'll will a Natural End, or maybe this guy, Geist, however you say it. So it's Peddler or Inquisitor. I think the Inquisitor is a little better than the Peddler. I'm not really abusing Soulbond at this point. So just the threat and ability of him with first strike I think is good. I would not mind some Peddlers, but I think I'm going to take the Inquisitor. He's a 2/2 on his own. You can avoid a lot of removal, bounce shenanigans, so we'll take the Inquisitor. So here we get a Malcontents. Jeez, that should have been the red. I can take a Voice of Provinces, splash a Bone Splinter, or take just a straight up Nettle Swine. So I think I'm inclined to take the Nettle Swine here. He's not a human or an angel, which the Herald of War works with, but he's also not a 6-drop. He's a 4 mana, 4 power, so we're going to take the Swine. Alright, here we get a shot at a Vorst Claw, a Zealous Strike, a Righteous Blow, and more sweet red human spells keep passing us by. So, do I want another 6-drop, or do I want like a removal spell or a trick? I'm inclined here to take the pseudo removal spell. It's not a good one, but it can do some damage. It looks like I'm going to be a little weak to flyers, maybe. Could just take Zealous Strike. I've got Defang, Sheltering Word. I've got tricks, so it's either Vorst Claw really or the Righteous Blow. I need some removal. Green and white really is the best for that, especially in this block. I mean, in Avacyn Restored. I mean, you're only removing stuff if you're black, but I don't know. I think Righteous Blow is the pick here. Just keep my curve low. I'm going to get more shots at 6-drops, I think. So, yeah, that's my expert analysis and opinion. So here I get another shot at Abundant Growth, but I'm going to pass on that. I'm going to look for the Wandering Wolf here. Conjurer's Closet can be sweet if you were to take this and build it around the first pack. So you start, You could have a endless loop of enter the battlefield, Redeemer type stuff. Target creature, so it's only creatures, so I can't even exile an abundant growth, come back, keep drawing cards. So it's good in blue with the enter the battlefield, draw a card flyer. But we're going to take the Wandering Wolf here and hope to get works well with the bracers. Look for some pump effects. I think that's the best card here. A lot of black coming. Ghoul Flesh is an okay black card. Undead Executioner is a good black card. We're going to take the Wolf though. Okay, so here we get a shot at a Call to Serve. Sheltering Word, 1/2 human, or wall. I'm sitting on 8 creatures, so I think I'm 8 out of 15. So that's not a whole lot. So I really would like a more creature-based balance. So maybe I look at taking the wall. I mean, the debate in my mind is the Call to Serve. Do you want that? The flying and the +1/+2 is pretty irrelevant ability. The 1-drop's pretty weak, but I think I'm going to take a creature here. I think I have to. I really should be at about 10 creatures and 5 spells at this point. So I think I'm less likely to play this, but this is more of a sideboard card anyway. So yeah, I mean, it's not a good pack at all, but yeah, take the wall. Okay, so here is one. Ooh, I was about to say. Alright, we're getting some sweet green cards here. Do I take a Triumph or do I take a Howlgeist? And he's just the beater. Can't block it. I mean, it's almost unblockable. I think I'm going to take it over the Triumph of Ferocity. This takes a little work to make it work, but I think the Howlgeist is a sweet card. Definitely going to take that as my high end. Hopefully we can play. I would have drafted this had I not seen either of these green cards, because I mean, with the abundant growths, you can easily splash. And if I get any Borderland Rangers in pack 3, there'll be reasons to splash for black. But here I'm going to take the Howlgeist. He's a beater. Alright, so here, a dead pack. I'm looking at I can cut a Corpse Trader, which is a very good card from the black person, or I can take a sideboard Curse Break. These other cards I don't think are relevant. I don't really care about the reach and the +1/+1 pump. Destroy an enchantment. Black has a lot of abusive enchantments, the Homicidal, Seclusion, the Demon Maker, so I'm going to take that. It's a better choice, I guess, than cutting the black. But this pack is bad. I mean, this card, I don't know how to rate this card. It's probably, I don't know. Probably should have gone a pick or two earlier, but yeah, we'll take the Curse Break and hide it. Alright, here we get another shot at a Ringlead, another Bracers, or God, is nobody playing red? Jeez. Anyway, it's a sick deck. I mean, come on. Why is nobody playing that? I just take that anyway. I mean, the Guards is okay, the Bracers is okay. I don't really want to. I think I gotta go creature here. Yeah, I'll take Great Guards. Hate to pass the Bracers and that, but alright, so here we go. I should have cut the black card. Here I get a shot at my natural, the better version of the, whatever the white enchantment removal is, so, after. Here I'll take the playable artifact. Immediately hide it. Here I'll take the wall, which I may end up needing against this sick red deck that somebody at this table is going to have. So anyway, I wish I would have been in red. I guess I can't complain though, because I got a Herald of War, Howlgeist, Ringlead, and I get an Avacyn, which I'm going to take and hope that I can live until late. Well, I mean, Gloom Widow is probably a better, more playable sealed card, but this is worth a few ticks. I'm going to take it anyway, just to try to recoup some of my fees. But if it wasn't there, what would I pick? The next best card for me is probably Gloom Widow. I'd probably take that. And there's some merit to the Bower Passage, because at the pre-release sealed, I was abusing people with this card, so they were playing all the flyers they could get, as they should be. But this card, just let my guys get through. So I'm gonna take the Avacyn here. It's an okay mythic. Alright, so here we get a shot at a Homicidal Seclusion. There's really no good white or green cards here. I'm inclined to cut the Seclusion and possibly play it. Given that my creature count is not very high, I have the ability to splash with an Abundant Growth, and if I can hit one Borderland Ranger, I certainly think this is totally playable. You could make an argument to try to cut the Vanguard or the Stromkirk here, the heirs, but this card is possibly more playable than either of those, so I'm going to take it. It certainly has more upside. So here I get a shot at a Vexing Devil. Nobody's playing red here. This is insane. Alright, I can take a Vexing Devil, which is worth a tick, or I can take an Eaten by Spiders. Best card in the pack's probably... could splash this. Possibly. So if I stayed white or green, I could take a Sanctifier or an Eaten by Spiders. This is a removal, best removal you're getting really for white-green. I could take a tick card, worth one ticket. There's a lot of sick red cards. I could possibly splash this or splash this. I'm not set up to abuse the Lumber Knot. I'm inclined just to take the ticket card. Splashing doesn't really go well with her, but if I can live until then, this card would help me live to get to her probably. Or just take an Eaten by Spiders. I'm gonna take a dollar tick. I'm gonna take a tick, I guess, at this point. Whatever. So here, this card is going to be sweet for our Avacyn. I got a couple 6-drops, a couple 5-drop creatures, so I got to remember that this is only for creatures. So I'm going to take that over the Borderland Ranger. I mean, I may not even end up splashing the Seclusion, but I'm going to take the Sage here. And, you know, passing some white and green cards. If this wasn't there, I'd probably just take the Ranger, and here we pass more sweet red cards. We're going to take the Sage. I mean, it's a ramp spell into the Avacyn, you know. So I think that's the right call. And I get an Angel of Glory's Rise, so I guess I'm going all in with the expensive flyers. Yeah, we're going to take that. Definitely. Oh, is this worth a ticket? I don't even know. I know it's in the block deck, the block reanimator deck. If that wasn't there, Pathbreaker Worm would probably be okay, but I may be running 18 land, but the Sage is going to help. I would love to see a Borderland Ranger in the next pick. We do not. We get a shot at a Righteous Blow, though. Can hopefully kill some of the early game. Let us live until we get to our expensive late game. But it's Righteous Blow over cutting a card. I think I have too many non-creature spells anyway. I don't really want to get in the situation where I need to run Call to Serve, so I'll take a kind of a weenie removal spell over that. Okay, so we get a shot at here's a 3-drop, which we could play, probably use. Best card in the pack in my mind is the Stern Mentor. I'm going to pass another Bladed Bracers. These are all sideboard cards. Again, we see more sick red cards. Hopefully no one really put the red deck together, and we've all been fighting over the same colors, I hope. But yeah, I think red may have been the better way to go. Even though I did get past an Avacyn. No, I opened an Avacyn, I got past an Angel of Glory's Rise, I opened a Herald of War, so I should have been in white, I guess. Maybe the green's where I got wrong. I want to take the Chaplain here. It's a 3-mana 2/2. It's a Grey Ogre, right? But it has a relevant ability. There are enchantments, like as you can see in this set, that are can lay a beating on you. Passing it over a 6-drop. I've got 4 higher than 5 drops. So, all right. So here we're probably going to take the Sanctifier. He's an early drop. He can help us. 3 life. It is real relevant when you're trying to get to here. And Defang is an okay card, which kind of does the same thing. But I think I'd rather just have the guy. Gains 3 life, he blocks, I need dudes, I think. So, best card in the pack's the Connoisseur. So, Sanctifier, Defang. I have a Defang, I have no Sanctifier, so we'll just take the guy. Okay, so here we can take the green enchantment I was speaking about earlier. That was relevant for me in the pre-release. Creatures of Flying can't block, creatures of control. So if I play the white-blue Skies deck, I've got an out. I'm going to take that. Here's another playable red card. He's better suited for the red-blue than the white-red humans deck, but we're going to take Bower Passage here. Probably not play it. So here we take a Builder's Blessing. Pumps all my guys. I sit back, I wait, I draw cards, I try to get here. I can see that being a relevant play. It's rather expensive though at 4. So, but I think Herald of War helps get me to here. And let's see. Yeah, I'll take the Blessing. So will I play
This is
two
more of an
Sanctifiers,
aggro card, if
or would
you
I rather
will.
just cut a Ringleader from somebody? Ah, this is insane. I think I'd rather just cut a Ringleader. I'm not going to play two Sanctifiers. So we're going to cut this. And a Thunderbolt gets passed to me. We'll take Thunderbolt. Maybe I should splash red. Get a dangerous wager. Take the runners. Alright, so I'll build this up and then we'll come back and talk a little bit more about it and we'll get into the first round, so let's hang on. Okay, so here's 22 cards. So I'm trying to play the long game. And if that's the strategy, you really want to play cards that give you the chance to get there. So I think it's going to be Angelic Wall and Haunted Guardian are two cards that can certainly stall the game out, help me survive until I can get there. So I'm inclined to bring these two in. I do have a few aggro cards. Nettle Swine is just a good beating card, and the Sage is my ramp spell. So let's spread this out the good old-fashioned way. So I've got some, early removal. I've got a Flicker spell. I've got some life gain here. I think this is probably the optimal build. I need to be able to just live and draw lands, get to these 6 drops and these 7 drops, and yes, in limited, I'm playing an 8 drop, which I'm rather sad about. But this card is the table. It's game over. If you can, as long as you can live, right? Well, it's got vigilance anyway, so yeah, it's pretty much game over unless you're really already dead and you just don't know it. But I think this is the optimum 23, 17 creatures, and 6 spells. Sideboard options include like a Bower Passage, the Sheltering Word, which is something I did consider, and then yeah, I did have some red options, but maybe you can make a case to cut the Abundant Growth. However, through triple white is pretty intense. Double green early. So let's see. Maybe I need to look at the color split to see if Abundant Growth is relevant. So if I were to cut Abundant Growth, what would I play? You really don't want to play this to splash, even though it cycles. It does help fix your mana. So it's not a dead card in your deck, but isn't optimal. So I guess the debate would be a Sheltering Word over that. But let's go piles by color. So yeah, I'm certainly heavy white. I guess I really should have been looking to go white-red humans, and I think I could have had the picks to get there, but we got where we got, so we're going to make the best of it. So is it Abundant Growth or Sheltering Word? I think 1, 2, 3. What does it suggest here? So there's stats. So we're 60% white, 30% green. You bring this in. Lose it a little bit. 35 to 57. Yeah. But I mean, so these don't really have to be early spells. Do I want to play Homicidal Seclusion? I feel like I really want to play that if I'm playing the Abundant Growth, but what do they suggest? 10-7? Ooh. I don't like that at all. Maybe it is 11-6 if you don't play Abundant Growth and you play a white spell. These are all sucky. I'm going to play the Abundant Growth. I'm at least going to do 10-7. I might want to do 9-8. You really want to hit him early, bracers. He's kind of an aggro card, but I'm sitting on these stupid walls. Yeah, my deck's not optimal. Do you play this? Try to buff up your weenies. Yeah, this is kind of a mid-range deck. I think the key focus of the deck really is to get to 8 mana. 6, 7, 8 mana. I think we play these ginormous spells here and try to win that way. We do have some ramp. Herald of War is a ramp option. The Abundant Growth is color fixed, but we do have the Sage to help us ramp. So I think I'm going to run it like this. 10-7 works for me. 9-8 would be better, but